So, Oregon Governor Kate Brown, and this is, like I said, of Oregon, has imposed what doesn't make sense. But hey, if you disagree with this approach, then you apparently want grandmas and old people and young people, hell, to die. Because you got to remember that mask grants you, despite what they've been unable to prove with actual random control trials, not like mannequin studies, but despite what they've not been able to prove, they are still going to that a mask grants you plus 30 immunity. Okay. So here we are again. Remember they told you, hey, if you want to stop wearing the mask, get the jab. And then the goalpost got moved for the 45th time. And here we are. So you were wrong yet again. And it looks like, no, just because you are vaccinated does not mean that you don't have to cover your face according to public health authoritarians. But this one's funny because it doesn't just apply to inside. It applies elsewhere as well. So let's listen to what Oregon Governor Kate Brown has to say real quick about how they're going to be handling this mask stuff.
Today, I'm announcing that effective Friday, August 27th, masks will be required in all public outdoor settings where physical distancing is not possible, regardless of vaccination status.
Oh, man. And there are still people that think this shit's gonna ever end by them. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, how many people have to get this disastrously wrong for y'all to realize that, well, one, a lot of this is a sham, but most importantly, that these assholes have there's no indication that they're gonna stop. They get off on this. So to all of y'all that are throwing it in your face, that you got what? You got to get a booster anyway, so you're not even fully vaccinated, huh? Until you get 3 of them bitches. You ain't even fully vaccinated. But you thought because you got your little jab that, well, the old beloved government that cares so much about you and the health of the people, they want what's in everybody's best interest. Because you got the jab, we were going to get on with this if you just got the jab. And now Oregon governor is saying that it doesn't matter what your vaccination status is. If you're in a public setting, I'm going to need you to have that diaper on your face effective immediately.
Masks have proven to be effective at reducing transmission.
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. It has not. Why do they keep saying that without having the receipts? And nobody questions them on it. And if you do, then well, you're a quack that doesn't believe in the science. They have yet to prove that. Do y'all not understand that? What they have been able to do is say that, well, a certain mask in a certain setting may or may not, is how they are worded, could potentially stop something. And often it's based on mannequins and 3D models. There has yet to be a random control trial that shows that there's some significant leap to preventing transmission. That does not exist yet. Not yet. If it exists in the future, potentially, but it doesn't exist yet. So they're saying that it's proven, but there's no receipts on that. Not with again, the random control trials.
And are a necessary measure right now, even in some outdoor settings, to help us fight COVID and to protect one another. Today,
I really wish these guys would stop acting as if someone's obligated to protect you, especially from your fucking self. But like, that's not everybody else's job is to protect each other. Like, this whole communistic bull crap, it's old. Y'all ready for decentralization yet or what? I know some of y'all live in Oregon, maybe. But just think about how crazy that is. That there is one person with sweeping regulation or mandate or law, however you want to order, whatever you want to call it, that can just say, you know what? I don't know what the Oregon population is, but they can just up and say that the entire population is required in public settings to wear a mask. If that doesn't fucking freak you out, I don't know what does. Unless you just have your head up the ass, of the government, or maybe they have their hand up your ass. You're the puppet. However way you want to kind of put that. Use your own analogies there. Like there's a fundamental issue with that, that there are entities that, have that much power. Fundamentally, there's an issue with that. There's a problem with that. But hey, they'll dangle the carrot in front of you. Hell, they're even using that literal analogy. You got the CNN chick, and then you even have what's his name, De Blasio, basically saying that humans work well with a carrot and stick type of situation. So they're admitting that, well, if we can dangle this sort of return to normalcy in front of you, you'll do whatever it is that we want you to do. And then you go do that. And then you do it. You listen to them, right? You get jabs, you social distance, you make all of these stupid changes, like having plexiglass in front of whoever I guess you're talking to at your place of businesses. Whatever weird stuff, sanitizing everything every second. Whatever your measures that the government overlords told you to do or recommended that you do, and you did it. And still, coming out on the other side of this, they are saying, no, you're going to have to wear a diaper in your face, and that's regardless of vaccination status. So that's what we mean when we say the can get kicked down the road, right? So the can got kicked, and then you catch up to the can, and then they kicked it again. This is why I'm saying, and why others like myself have been saying for a long time, this doesn't end until there's civil disobedience, because they have no desire to stop. Everybody has too much to gain. Everybody's drunk on power. There's a lot of politics at play here, where people are using this virus to play politics for it to benefit them in whatever way. There's too many people have too much to gain and too much to remain in control of, and then remain more so a beneficiary for them, to have this stop. So they'll pretend like, well, we'll get there, and this is why we're doing this, so we can get to that point. But that's not truly their desire. They're showing you that in their actions. Words saying one thing, action showing another. This doesn't stop until people within whatever area it is that you're having to deal with this crap says, you know what? No fucking more. We're done. Here, you had us in the first half, I'm not gonna lie, but we're done. Okay? You can go fuck yourself. Once that happens, it stops. But until then, these power-hungry public health experts, government officials that love this, they're going to keep going. And whenever we get to like Fauci, what Fauci said, spring of 22 now, how many times, remember it was July 4th, Biden and them was talking about, July 4th, we can return to some sort of normalcy. Now they're talking about the fucking next year, 2020. When are you going to understand this, bro? It's always, the bait and switch is always active. Minute you realize that, we can get on that's when we can truly get on the other side of this. You just watched a clip from my podcast, For Canon's Sake. Catch us live at 12 p.m. throughout the week over at youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and follow us over at odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. If you want to watch the entire video cast after the show is over, just be sure to become a member on the YouTube channel. Of course, the full audio portion of the podcast is available for free on all major digital platforms, or just visit forcanonsake.com.